What is going on, Aquarius? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be your reading for the month of March. This will cover the entire month of March for you. So I'm definitely giving you guys a reading this month. Sorry and apologies for last month because I did miss you guys on February last month. It was a crazy month. It was hectic. It was wild. So yeah, I'm back, and this is kind of like my apologetic video to you guys. Also, I'm on camera this month, so hopefully it's not too much of a big change or distraction to the reading, right? I just wanted to switch it up a little bit for the month of March. I guess it's Pisces season that's making me want to just be versatile a little bit, right? So yeah, Aquarius, I missed you guys. It's been a while since I did a reading for you, so we're going to hop right in. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it does resonate with you, though, do me a favor. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all those things, and let me know that you're watching. And, you know, it can help the channel out a lot also. If it doesn't resonate with you, then check out one of your rising or moon signs or one of the previous videos for Aquarius or the future ones that'll be coming up. I may do a mid-month reading for you guys towards the middle of the month. I don't know yet. So this is going to cover the whole month for you if I don't get around to that mid-month, right? So yeah. Anything else? Follow me on IG, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. That's Chris Anthony 14LBS. I like to see my YouTube family coming over to IG. You can see a different side of me over there. So yeah, let's do it. All right, Aquarius. So crowning your reading, you have the King of Swords here. So when it comes down to the King of Swords, I feel like you're taking on a position in the month of March that's kind of like a strong position. You're taking a strong stance when it comes down to what you believe in, your truth. You know, you may be this month wanting to speak your truth, wanting to display your truth to the general public or just the people that are around you, and being stubborn a little bit when it comes down to other suggestions with people that are trying to get you to go certain ways or take different paths, you know, or trying to do something their type of way. But I think during this month, you could be trying to make someone understand that you do things the way that you do things, right? You have your own unique way of walking through your life and walking your path, and other people really don't understand your point of view, you know, it's how you feel, so they really can't tell you how to live your life, right? Like, what's that Jeezy song? You couldn't walk a mile off in my Air Forces. Like, that's how you feel. Like, people could not walk a mile in your shoes. So how could they give you, you know, any advice or suggestion as to how to live your life or do something or carry something out in your life, right? And I don't feel like you're doing it in a kind of a uppity way, you know, or kind of like a way that you're, you know, making people feel like you're better than them or some type of way. You're just pretty much letting people know, like, look, I got this. Like, you really don't see it the way that I see it. So let me do it the way that I'm going to do it because it is my life, by the way, right? Yeah, public announcement. So then clarifying that, you have the Empress card, right? So Empress showing up right there. So I feel like you are coming into a place in March where you're definitely more fertile right now. You may be tapping into something creatively that you want to pursue. You could be tapping into your spirituality. The Empress represents all that. And she's also like the mother of the tarot. She is very great at nurturing. So I think you could be wanting to nurture something that maybe you're working on, you're trying to build. It's kind of what I'm picking up. And you're also defending it at the same time. So you have kind of like two faces showing right now. To the people that are not supportive of what you're trying to invest in and what you're trying to work on, you're kind of facing them with that King of Swords energy, right? Hopefully you guys can see that, right? So you're facing them with that King of Swords energy, and you're kind of like coming off as like, hey, don't try me. Like, don't overstep your boundaries. I really don't need your input or your, you know, 2 cents. I got this handled, you know. And then for the other side of it, you know, it's kind of like with the project or whatever you're working on, whatever you're pursuing at this time, you're nurturing it and you're showing love and care to it, right? This could be with a person or with people too. Like, for some of you guys, it could just be two faces that you're wearing. Not saying that you're a two-faced person, but it's like to the people that are not giving you that support and not giving you that love, that and that nurture, you know, to your life like you need at this moment in time. you're kind of giving them the sword, like, hey, stay 50 feet back. I will chop you with this sword if I need to. I will cut you. Like, please stay away from me. But to the people that are supportive and they're in your same energy, they're on your same wavelength, it's kind of like you're showing a more nurturing energy to them and connecting with them and opening up to them and letting them, you know, come into your world, right? So it's kind of like I see a duality happening here with you, at least crowning your reading this month. You know, some people are going to get the sword and other people are going to get like some love. And I think you're differentiating the people in your life right now as to the people that give you that love and that support and nurture you. You kind of want to give it back to them. But for the people that are kind of giving you jealousy and, you know, trying to hate on you, you know, like, or do anything like that, not supporting you in some type of way, it's kind of like you're giving them the sword. Like, hey, I don't need all of that. Please stop it. And you're speaking your truth and, you know, standing pretty stubborn on something this month. So let's see. Right below that, coming down into your present day energies, you have the Page of Wands. So I do feel like it's some new project, some new passionate, creative thing that you want to start this month, or maybe you've been thinking about it for a while. Maybe you have already started it and you're still focusing on it. But you have clarifying that the Wheel of Fortune. So it's going to be some type of shift that is around this new project that you're wanting to begin, or this new thing that you're invested in, this new path, or something that you're passionate about, right? You have it clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. So it's some shift that is occurring. I love this Wheel of Fortune card. Hopefully you guys can see that. But yeah, it's kind of like a shift that's taking place around this new beginning, this new start, this new path that you're on. And it has to do with kind of like a karmic shift. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like karmic cycles and new cycles that end and begin, right? So this new project or this passionate start that you're invested in right now, you're seeing like a change that's happening around it. You could be seeing like a shift that's taking place. It's like a universal shift that's making you maybe put more focus on this new beginning, this passionate new beginning that you want, or you can start to see more doors open up around this, right? So where you're getting the right connections that you need with this new project or with this new creative pursuit. Or it could be a new business, it could be a new career, new job, anything like that. But you could start to see an upswing that's surrounding this for you, right? You're running into the right type of people, you're getting the right information, you're doing things right at the right time, you're at the right place at the right time, you know, that's supporting your vision for this. And that's kind of like the universe's way of kind of giving you that nod, like, yeah, this is something you're supposed to be doing, this is a path you're supposed to be on. Right, so I see that whole shift occurring around you, and you just kind of like jumping in that revolving door, right? If you could picture a revolving door, it's kind of like your chance is coming around for you to walk in to this new portal, and then you're gonna take that leap or that jump into the new portal, and it's just gonna spin you around, like to where you can ride the wave of success when it comes down to this new project or this new venture that you're starting, right? So that's pretty good. Like, I definitely see like you're going to be carried by the universe when it comes down to this new thing you're starting, which is probably why you're so defensive to the people that are, you know, trying to stop you from taking this new jump into this new direction, right? So yeah, for others, it could be some type of just passionate beginning that could have to do with somebody else, only because I see the Two of Cups here. So you have the Two of Cups, which represents that soulmate energy, that love connection, that love at first sight, you know, that romantic type of connection that's happening. And then clarifying that you have the Ten of Cups and the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands, sorry about that. So with the Two of Cups, you could be connecting with somebody this month that you feel like you have a strong connection with, or you feel like it's kind of like your equal counterpart. You know, they could have a lot of things in common with you. You know, you guys could have a lot of common ground. And it also could be like an equal give and take type thing, right? Where you're feeling this connection with this person, they feel the connection with you, they're wanting to give to you the way you want to give to them. It's kind of like even reciprocation and all that. That's occurring, you know, around this new individual. And it could be a brand new love because it's a 2 of Cups, and that's usually representing a beginning. Nothing here really showing that it's anybody else coming back around from somewhere else. So, but we'll see whatever else is in the reading. It also looks like you're wanting to have a 10 of Cups connection with this new person. Like, you see that you can go from the 2 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups represents like fullness, fulfillment, right? You guys taking it from just meeting and just getting to know each other, just having that first attraction on to like being able to build something with this person and being able to have that connection, you know, that you can build your life around and you guys can build a future around, right? So with this person, you feel like you can have a future. You feel like, you know, they could be the parent to your kids, you know. You feel like you guys could achieve something in life together. Like, you just see stability and safety with this person. Even though you're just meeting them, you're just getting to know them, it still feels like you see a future with them, right? It just looks like you can have fulfillment with them. And now this person could be a fire sign because you have the Knight of Wands here. And then you have the Knight of Wands over here too. So you have the Knight of Wands twice. One is a clarifier, and then the other one is one of your regular cards. So it could be a Knight of Wands that you're having this connection with, or a fire sign, you know, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But if it's not, you know, it could be another sign too. I'm just seeing fire here. But this person could be a passionate individual that has, you know, the same passion towards you as you have towards them. They could be coming in pretty quickly and wanting to kind of like sweep you off of your feet, you know, wanting to just kind of like get to know you as soon as possible. And it could be passion like that's surrounding this person, right? Like, they just make you feel passionate. Like, it could be a sexual tension, sexual passion that's surrounding this person. Or just that strong connection, you know, where you're just thinking about them when they're away. You know, you're wanting to talk to them, you're wanting to get to know them, you're wanting to text them, go out with them as much as possible. This is what could be happening, and this person could just be the catalyst for that. You know, their personality could be real attractive to you, and making you just kind of want to just be drawn into them, or they're drawn into you in that way where they're very attracted to your personality, and then they want to get to know you a little bit more. But yeah, they're coming in fast. If this has to do with a person that you're meeting in the month of March, they're going to be moving quickly. But to me, it doesn't seem like you're too thrown off by that when I'm looking at the cards. I mean, it seems like you want to have a future with them. So if they're coming in, moving in fast, I think you're going to be moving fast right along with them. But, you know, not too fast. You're like, you know, not too crazy. But there is some passion there. So, yeah, something could go down, right? So, right below that, we have the 10 of Swords. So, 10 of Swords energy, and then it's clarified by the 3 of Swords energy. So I feel like you could be coming out of a place where you felt some type of betrayal, or you had some type of deep heartbreak. You know, you were in a place where you just were wrapping up kind of like some old hurt, you know, from the past. You could have been in a connection with another person that just did you wrong. Like, they did you dirty. They could have cheated on you. They could have did something behind your back, betrayed you in some type of way. It doesn't always have to be cheating, but it could have been just some type of betrayal where they betrayed your trust, right? So I see that you have the 3 of Swords here, so you could just be, when it comes down to love, kind of in a place of recovery a little bit. Hopefully you can see that pretty good on the camera. Yeah, but you could just be, you know, recovering from that pain. But it is a 10 here, so a 10 usually means it's the completion of that cycle that you were in, where it was just, you felt like you were stabbed in the back. You felt some really deep wounded hurt, you know, and this hurt could go all the way back to childhood, and it could have been like a whole cycle that you were trying to heal from, right? Maybe from past relationships, maybe from childhood, maybe past trauma that you just had a whole cycle of healing that you were in. And it had to do with that, you know, that heart connection, with you being able to have your heart healed enough to open up to somebody new. Maybe in the past you weren't able to do it, so you kind of had everything shut down. You had everything just kind of closed when it came down to love. But now I feel like there is something that's happening, especially with this karmic wheel that you have, the Wheel of Fortune, you know, and this new soulmate that's coming in. I feel like you could be at a place where maybe you're ready to open up to this person, you're ready to start something new with them, and you've healed enough to just kind of step out on the limb and try something new with this newer person that could be coming in. Why do I say that? Because you have the Knight of Pentacles again over here. I mean, the Knight of Wands. Why do I say Pentacles? For some of you guys, maybe it could be an earth sign. But you have the Knight of Wands again over here if it's a fire sign for you. And then clarifying it, you have the World card. And I like this World card. I'll show you guys. World card is pretty cool. So, to me, the World card always represents a new cycle. It always represents like a spiritual transformation that you've foregone or you went through, and you've been through a lot before you get to this point. The World card usually comes after the Tower card in the tarot. So the Tower card could represent you going through hell on earth, like you just going through the mud, you having to deal with all this crazy stuff, like dealing with all these karmic partners who teach you all these type of lessons, and you get hurt and then try again, then get hurt again, and then just total annihilation of your ego and yourself, right? And then after that, it's kind of like you start this new cycle of the world. And that's when you kind of like emerge from out of this darkness, and you emerge as this new creature, right? And this new world is open to you now that you've completed all this karmic, all these karmic lessons, and cleared all this karma from out of your DNA, right? This whole new world opens up to you, and then it's like now you can tap into new spiritual gifts. You have a new vibration that you have where you can connect with people that align with you a lot better, right? You become a lot more transparent when it comes down to your relationships, your personal relationships, your business relationships. Just the way you present yourself to the world is a lot more transparent, a lot more authentic, because you went through all of this clearing of the things that made you want to wear a mask, all the fears that had you in a place where you needed to kind of like hide away. You needed to hide certain aspects of yourself and of your personality from people. So you weren't able to be as authentic, right? You were more kind of like in your ego before this period. But with you, I feel like there's a shift occurring because you have this Wheel of Fortune, and it's making you come into that new place of just being way more authentic with yourself, being way more real with people, you know, speaking your truth to people, like I said, with this King of Swords card, like you've never done before. And then just being able to face some things about life and not have to kind of like wear a mask about it, right? Like, that's what I'm feeling. And so with this new person that could be coming in, you could be wanting to be way more authentic than you have been in past relationships, only because you've learned so much through your past relationships. You learned so much through all this hurt, you know, that now it's like, you're like, I can just be real now, like, because really I've been through the worst, and I've done, you know, or dealt with the worst type of people. Like, now you just want to be real with whoever it is that you want to connect with. You know, you're still, you know, you learn from the past, so you're not going to be dumb with it, but you want to be way more authentic. And that comes in a way of just saying, like, you know, I like that, I don't like that. Like, you can do that, but don't do that. You know, we can go over here, but I don't want to go over there. Like, more so than you were in the past, right? Because I'm feeling like in the past, maybe with your love relationships or just in life in general, you could have done some things just to please the other people or just to go along with certain aspects, especially probably in relationships. But now, because you've been through a lot of hurt in the past and you've healed from it and you learned a lot of deep lessons, it's kind of like you're going to be real. Like, you're going to be like, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that part of you right there. Like, you're able to voice it a lot easier than you have in the past. And then on the other side, you're just able to be a lot more open about who you are to this new person, you know, or to people in general, because you're birthing this new way of being, right? It's kind of like you're giving birth in the month of March to this new way of presenting yourself to the world, like I said before. And that's just a way more authentic way of being than you've ever been, right? So get ready for that. That's your present energy. Let's get into the future. So you have in your future energy the Two of Swords, the Hangman, the Five of Wands, and then the Chariot card. So with the Two of Swords, maybe towards the middle of the month, going into the end of the month in March, you could have some decision that you're wanting to make somewhere. It's kind of like you're stuck between making two decisions. And you had the Seven of Cups here clarifying it. So it could be because you have so many options to choose from, or it could be because both of the decisions that you're needing to make seem alluring. They both seem attractive. And it's kind of like, well, which one do I choose though? Which one is the best one for me? So you could be stuck for a moment in time trying to figure out which one is the best, because everything looks good right now. If it's between two different people, it could be two different fire signs that you're dealing with, you know, or just two different people that, you know, kind of like spark a passionate or spark your passion. And if it's not people, then it could just be two different paths, you know, that you're wanting to pursue with this creative pursuit or with a career or job. But I kind of feel it could be people for some reason. I don't know. And to be honest, this keeps popping up in a lot of other signs readings too. Just people having to make a decision between two different people. So that's weird. But yeah, if it's two different people for you, then you're kind of like thinking like, they both look good, right? They both seem like they're a match. So which one do I choose? And then it has you stuck, because right below that you have the Hangman. So you come into a place of where it's like, okay, I don't want to move forward. I don't want to continue to just be talking to two different people, right? And I don't want to kind of like lead any one person along and then have to just drop them off hard later on down the line because I choose the other person later. So you kind of like stop a little bit and just take some time to look at it from a different point of view. But you do have the Hangman, and it's clarified by the Page of Wands and then the Ace of Wands. So you have a lot of passionate energy this month. Like you could be really in your passions for the month of March, which kind of makes sense because March is having a different effect on everybody. Like on every sign, I see like it's something that the month of March or Pisces season is making come from like deep down and making it come to the surface. For you, I feel like it's going to be your passion. And with everybody, all of my readings so far, I've been seeing that the thing that is coming from, you know, the bottom of your soul or from the back of your mind to the front is the thing that you have been kind of like neglecting for a while now. So let's say you, Aquarius, if you've been in a place where you've just been focused on your logic, focused on practical things in life, focused on, you know, getting your goals and ambitions done and, you know, reaching all of your checklists, having everything checked out, then the thing that you probably would have been neglecting from what the cards show is like your passionate side, like your passionate side of life that makes you feel alive a little bit. Now that could come with the connection that you have with someone else, you know, like you've been neglecting a passionate connection with someone, or just in general, like you haven't been accepting a lot of offers or anything like that. And that's probably because of where you were at before, like I was talking about. You could have been at a place where you just got hurt, you got scarred a little bit from the past connection, and it took you some time to heal from that. But now it's kind of like you're reigniting some type of passionate connection you want to have with someone. And it could be somebody, you know, totally new, but it's like that's the thing for you that's coming to the surface. It's kind of like coming to the forefront, because I'm seeing all these wands, and I think it could take you by surprise in March, because you're going to be looking around like, oh snap, like like I used to be focused a lot on my work, but now I kind of want to, like, yeah, I want to have some passion in my life, right? So you have the Page of Wands here again, just like you had the Page of Wands in your present energy, but with this future energy, you could be in a hangman position, so you're kind of stuck a little bit. You're thinking about it. You're not moving forward with something that you want to pursue passionately because you're wanting to look at it from a different point of view. You want to get a different perspective on it in some type of way in your future energy. So it is something that's going to be starting for you, and you're seeing a shift in it in your present energy or in the month of March, this passionate pursuit or your passion in general. But it is causing you to be like kind of taken aback. You want to look at it different. You want to just get a new perspective on it for some reason. And it could be because you don't know what decision to make. You know, whether it's love or whether it's a passionate path, you don't know exactly how you want to go about carrying it out, or what person you actually want to be with to express your passion through, right? But along with that Knight of Wands, you had the Ace of Wands that came out as a clarifier for the Hangman. So yeah, you have a passionate beginning that's happening, like that's coming in from the universe. Like your passion is being awakened, like your love is being awakened. Something inside of you that it seems like it's been laying dormant for a while is kind of like being awakened. And you're like, wait a minute. It's making you kind of like, I don't know, for some reason, I saw this hangman just flip up like this. Now the hangman is usually hanging upside down, right? But for you, and I don't read cards that are upside down, right? So I don't know what this is about, but for you, I feel like some new passionate beginning is going to make you flip right side up. And then you're going to have another level of enlightenment of seeing this connection or seeing this new passionate beginning or seeing life in general, because you have this Ace of Wands coming in. And it's going to make you kind of like get out of being stuck and be like, wait, hold on. Like, I do need this passionate beginning. I do need this passionate connection, or I do need some type of passion in my life, because it seems like some of you guys could have just been putting passion on the back burner. And March is going to make you realize that, right? Then we have the Five of Wands here. So some type of argument could happen. But this is passion once again. Then you have it clarified by the Four of Wands. So something could be happening within a love connection, maybe because you're having to choose these two people. And to be honest, Aquarius, this energy is everywhere. So if I sound like I'm everywhere, I'm just trying to get it all out. But it seems to me like some catalyst happens that makes you tap into your passion, and then it starts some type of, it could be inner conflict, because you haven't felt this level of passion in a while, right? You've been keeping it buried down in you for some reason, focusing on other things of your life. But now that it's coming to the surface, it's kind of making you just be like, well, wait a minute, like I still need to focus on this. I still need to have my work in order and my practical side of life in order. I can't let my passions just overtake me. But that's what's happening. It's kind of like your passions are overtaking you just a little bit. And it's making you have an internal conflict, because you're like, wait, should I be, can I be this passionate? Like, is it too much? Right? And then you have the clarifier for that card, which represents inner conflict, the Five of Wands. You have the clarifier being the Four of Wands right here. So with the Four of Wands, that usually represents the marriage card. It usually represents a stable connection. You know, so maybe before you can get to a stable connection that is kind of like equal give and take connection, a real stability that you have within a connection with somebody else, maybe you have to get through this inner conflict of kind of like not being used to having this passionate, highly passionate connection with this person that you could be connecting with. But you do see this person, because I'm focused on these two cards. You do see this person as someone that can give you stability. Someone that you see yourself marrying, someone you see yourself having a family with, you know, and the connection is very passionate, but you do see stability with them at the same time. So, yeah. I guess you just have to get through this whole stage of kind of processing it all because, you know, you're Aquarius and you are an air sign. You know, air signs usually they deal in logic more so than they do in passion, right? But this whole new era that's kind of beginning in your life, it's making you tap in more to your passionate side. But that's brand new to you. So you're going to see the whole reaction and the whole processing of that passion emerging from within you, and you're going to see how you're reacting to it. It's going to go through the whole phase, like the beginning of feeling the passion coming up to the surface, you looking at it and being like, wait, what is this? Like, and seeing it as being something foreign, but wanting to partake in it, and then wondering if you should partake in it more. And, you know, it's like a whole process that's happening, and something is making this happen to you. It could be a person, or it could just be the universal energies of March, right? And Pisces season making you just like light a flame to you, like a match is lighting up under you, and it's making you kind of like tap into another side of yourself that you haven't been in. And you're wanting to just pursue your passions when it comes down to everything, right? Passionate projects, you know, passionate connections, you know, just having fun and being passionate about that. Whatever it is, you're tapping more into your passions. But you have a bit of a resistance with it too, because your mind kind of gets in the way, and it makes you kind of feel stuck because you overthink it at sometimes. But I see you getting through it, you know, because then you go into the Chariot energy. And the Chariot talks about forward movement. It talks about moving forward very quickly in a more balanced way. And I think you needed this whole process for you to be able to move forward as efficiently as you're going to start moving in this Chariot energy. You also have the Six of Swords here. And that talks about moving on from something, moving on from an old way of being. For you, it's that overthinking, you know, or you being in a place where you think you can't enjoy your passions, and you need to kind of like put those to the back burner, and you only need to focus on, you know, the practical things of life, and you need to look at everything as being logic, and if it doesn't make sense logically, then I can't participate in it. It's something that's happening that's making you throw that away, because someone or something is like lighting your passion, and it's making you throw the logic out the window for enough time for you to experience this new world, this new beginning, so you can then be able to bring the logic back in if you need it, and be like, okay, now let me look at it. But before, it feels like you've been in a place where you've been rejecting passionate things because you've been too logical about it, and then you just overthink it, and you're just like, okay, just stay over there, right? But I think that came from a place of being hurt in the past by something that was deep, some type of deep hurt that came from a deep connection. And that made you kind of like go into this King of Swords position. So this month you're having the King of Swords energy still, like I said, for some people, but you also have this Empress energy, and the Empress is kind of like the opposite of the King of Swords. The Empress energy is kind of like more loving, more open, more nurturing, more connecting, more fertile. It's not cold and detached. It's not as logical. Like the Empress, she connects, she feels, right? So you're kind of tapping into your feelings this month, and your passionate feelings on top of that. So it could be brand new for you, Aquarius, but it's happening, right? And that's actually bringing on a whole new transformation, and you're wanting to change the way you present yourself to the world. It's going to have an effect on the things that you are doing monetarily at work, or your projects or businesses that you're trying to run, this passion is going to even flood into that. So if you're trying to keep things separate, I don't see it happening. Like the things that are happening in your personal life that is passionate is going to overflow into your all forms of life. And I think you're going to like it because it's a new you. And that's what March's energy is doing to you. It's like making you be a new person, making you present yourself as a new type of energy, right? And a lot of people are going to notice it. You are definitely going to be the first person to notice it, which is why you kind of have these energies of kind of being like, well, wait a minute. Well, am I doing too much? But you're going to start to see like you're not doing too much. Like you're right on purpose. You're right on path. The universe is with you. The wheel of fortune is shifting right with you and is making these changes occur within you. So when it happens, there's no need for you to kind of like fight it or overthink it or have that internal conflict. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow, Aquarius, right? All right, so I'm going to end it right there for you guys. Hopefully this was a reading that resonated. Hopefully it wasn't too long because I can't look at the time now with this new setup that I have. But if it resonated with you, do me a favor. Like, share, comment, subscribe, like I always say. And go follow me on IG on top of that. That'll be in the description. If you want a personal reading with me and you want to have a more direct, read about your life specifically, then email me about that. The personal readings are open to the public. I will see you guys next time.